Imagine if just one battle had gone differently, the entire world we live in today might not even exist. Think about it, countries, languages, even the way we live our daily lives could be completely different. That's how powerful battles in history can be. They're not just fights between armies. They're turning points that decide the future of nations. And today, we're going to explore some of the most important battles that truly change history, explained in a way that's short, clear, and easy to follow, like a timeline of events that shaped the world. Let's kick things off with the Battle of Marathon in 490 BC. Imagine this: a small group of Greek soldiers facing off against the massive Persian army. The odds were crazy, like a tiny soccer team taking on the world champions. But the Greeks won. That victory didn't just protect Athens. It kept Greek culture alive, which would later give us democracy, philosophy, and even the Olympics. And yes, this is also where the word marathon comes from, after a messenger supposedly ran 26 miles to deliver the news of victory before collapsing. Fast forward to 1066, the Battle of Hastings. Picture England with two men fighting over the throne, Harold of England and William the Conqueror from Normandy. William wins, and suddenly the language, culture, and even the way England was ruled changed forever. Without that battle, the English language you're hearing me speak right now would sound completely different. No French influence, no mix of words, no Shakespeare as we know him. Can you imagine? Now let's jump to 1415, the Battle of Agincourt. The English were outnumbered, muddy fields everywhere, and yet they pulled off a shocking win against the French. The secret weapon, the longbow, it was like the medieval version of having the latest tech gadget. A single English archer could fire arrows that punched through armor, giving the underdogs a huge advantage. This battle showed how technology could flip the script in war. One of the most famous battles in the world came in 1815, Waterloo. Napoleon, one of history's greatest generals, finally met his match. This battle ended his dreams of dominating Europe and shifted the balance of power for decades. If Napoleon had won, Europe might have been a French empire instead of a mix of nations. Imagine how different maps, politics, even your school history books would look today. Now, let's move to World War II and one of the most decisive moments, D-Day. June 6, 1944. Imagine thousands of ships and soldiers storming the beaches of Normandy, knowing the entire outcome of the war depended on their success. If the Allies hadn't broken through, the war could have dragged on, and the map of Europe might have looked terrifyingly different under Nazi control. It's a reminder that bravery on a single day can change the destiny of millions. But here's something to think about: not every battle that changed history was about swords or guns. The Cold War's battles were fought with ideas, technology, and influence. For example, the space race was like a battle in the sky, where launching a satellite or landing on the moon meant proving who was stronger. In a way, those victories shaped the technology we use today, like the very device you're watching this video on. What all these battles have in common is that they were not just stories of who won or lost, but how those outcomes shape the world we live in right now. A single decision, a lucky break, or even bad weather could turn the tide of history. Think about Agincourt's muddy fields, or Napoleon waiting too long at Waterloo. Small details can rewrite the future. So here's my question for you. If you had the power to go back and change the outcome of one battle in history, which one would you pick, and why? Would you give Napoleon another chance? Would you stop World War II before it began? Or you protect an ancient empire that fell too soon? History is full of what-ifs, but the battles we talked about are proof that the world we live in today was shaped on bloody fields, in critical moments, and through the courage or mistakes of people who lived long before us. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through the timeline of battles that changed history. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss more stories that explain our world in simple and fascinating ways. Remember, history it's just about the past, it's about understanding how we got here and where we're going next.